Welcome back to AM 590, 99.7 FM, and everywhere at newsradioklbj.com. Let's give them the business at 549. It's brought to you by pinballs.com. That's pinballs with a Z, pinballs.com. Volvo is announcing that it is dropping its goal of making only electric vehicles by 2030, saying it now expects we'll still be offering some hybrid models as part of the lineup at this point. Streetwise journalist following the automotive industry, journalist Paul Berry, here's what he had to say about all of these changes in the big auto industry when it comes to EV.
Well, it's becoming a graveyard for most automakers, the electric vehicle market, and the bad news keeps piling up. Ford this past week decided to scrap a full-size electric SUV. Ford and GM have put off the opening of plants that are going to make full-size electric pickups, and that's because just demand is just not there. Demand rose about 50% for EVs in the United States last year. This year's growth may be 5 or 10% at best, and the EV market share is basically under 10% right now, and it's stuck there.
Can I assume that you feel like we should triple the tax credits, or have I got that wrong?
Well, the Biden administration has been hell-bent on forcing a transition to EVs with a whole host of tax credits and rebates and financing charging stations. It's not really working very well. And it used to be that Donald Trump offered a contrast with that. He was skeptical of EVs, but now that he's cozied up to Elon Musk, it's not clear how he stands on EVs anymore.
Meanwhile, at Volvo, that reversal of their plans to be fully electric by 2030, it comes as the company expects the percentage of its electrified lineup, which includes EVs and hybrids, to between 50 and 60% by 2025. Its share of fully electric vehicles was 26% in the second quarter of the 2024, while EVs and hybrids combined amounted to about 48% of their lineup. Drivers have turned to hybrids more frequently in the last year amid concerns about range of EVs and the availability of charging infrastructure. Hybrid models are often more affordable than their EV peers, so providing consumers with a cost advantage at the time, when there's high interest rates for auto loans. At 551, state lawmakers here in Texas are getting a glimpse of what it would cost to cut your property taxes,
which makes us instantly non-competitive in the retail market.
Republicans want to eliminate property taxes, but at a hearing this week, the comptroller's office says all that money would need to be made up somewhere else. Sales tax, they say, would be raised to 22%. Senator Charles Perry, who's a Republican, says that would make the state non-competitive at the retail market.
Because with Amazons of the world, I'm going to buy it over there instead of in 22 cents in Texas.
He fears the move would affect basic services and infrastructure. Getting rid of all property taxes in Texas would cost more than $81 billion, according to the Legislative Budget Board. Michael Board, TSN News.
No, it's not your imagination. A marketing firm that works with Facebook and Google admits that the microphone on your smartphone, it's always listening. And it can be used to place targeted advertisements.
We've given up a lot of our privacy for convenience over the past 10 years and even longer. That information has been shared. There's no ability to get the cat back in the bag.
That's Tim Lawless. He's the cyber engineer at UTSA, and he says there are easy ways to turning this off, but he says you'll lose the convenience of voice recognition. In a statement, a spokesperson for Facebook's parent company, Meta, disputed the report, saying they do not use your phone's microphone for ads. Some American safety officials, they wanted an investigation into fashion giant Shein and e-commerce site Temu over reports of potentially deadly products that are for sale.
Members of the Consumer Product Safety Commission said both Temu and Shein are raising concerns after media reports that deadly baby and toddler products are easy to find on these platforms. The commissioners didn't specify, but there have been reports of items like drawstring hoodies for toddlers that could pose a strangulation risk. Commission staffers have been told to investigate safety and compliance controls at both companies. Temu said it requires all sellers on our platform to comply with applicable laws, while Shein said customer safety is our top priority. In Washington, Jill Nato, Fox News.
At 5:53, YouTube is expanding its parent controls.
Fox on Tech. Teenagers are about to be having a little less fun on YouTube, it seems. YouTube is now widening its existing parent control suite with a brand new feature that will give power to a parent to link up with their teen child's account and see exactly what the kid is watching and what comments they post and when they upload videos or go live. And parents can even be alerted as to what channels their children are subscribing. The parents can see everything, even if it is a YouTube Shorts, the network's TikTok-like service, and even if the teen sets channels and videos to private. YouTube says in a blog post they hope to create an experience for teens respecting their autonomy, but allowing them and their parents to manage their experiences together. The features and their settings can be found both on the YouTube website and their app under their existing supervised experience settings. With Fox on Tech, I'm Evan Brown, Fox News.
A strange incident in the skies. An alleged drunk EasyJet passenger tried to storm the cockpit in midair, forcing an emergency landing.
The EasyJet flight took off from London on Tuesday and was headed for Greece when the plane encountered some turbulence that prompted the alleged drunk passenger to proclaim that the captain was, quote, rubbish, and tell passengers that he was going to take over the controls. The unidentified passenger then attempted to open fucking Brits with the flight crew. An emergency landing was made at Munich International Airport, and TikTok video showed German police boarding the plane and handcuffing the unruly passenger and removing him from the flight as others on board cheered. The flight departed Munich to Greece a day later on Wednesday. Ted Linder, Fox News.
He's rubbish. He's rubbish. That's trash talking, right? It's 5:55 here at KLBJ.
The Todd and Oz Show.
With all